Hello and welcome to the Just for Gamers video game podcast.
Hi.
Episode 152, Stro. In this week's episode, video games are bad.
Bad!
JfG Ash has controller issues.
More of them.
JfG Alex does science.
And technology.
There's talk of PS Plus. And finally, we help out a friend. I think we should do one episode just in strobe lighting.
I think that's probably a good idea. I think.
You did that once, didn't you, with your phone?
I did, yeah. What's more concerning is that's not the first time you've suggested that. In fact, I think it must be something that's quite close to your old heart there, buddy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Doing like a bit of strobe lighting. I just don't get out these days anymore. Just sit under my stairs. I miss the days of raving with the strobe lights and the smoke machines.
Strobe rave.
Strobe rave.
That's what they call it.
They called me the strobe raver.
Strobe raver.
Yep.
Strobe raver.
Strobe raver.
Yeah.
Okay. 152 strobe raver. How do you spell
that? You spell it like strobe raver.
Yeah.
But the space is after the O.
Okay. So. Done. Job done. We should probably do a podcast though.
Let's go for it. Hello and welcome to the JfG podcast. This is episode 152. My name is Alex and I'm joined as ever by my very good friend Ash. Hey buddy, how you doing?
Hey buddy, yes, as always, feeling good on a Wednesday. Yeah, sparkling thoughts give me the hope to go on.
Gives you the hope to go on that.
Now we have to do a podcast instead of just talking about bollocks. Now I have to be serious, apparently.
You absolutely don't have to be serious. There's no need for that whatsoever.
Okay.
Don't even ask. Don't bother.
Don't even ask.
Yeah, fuck it. What you been doing?
Well,
tell me stuff.
That controller that I fixed last week, that broke again.
Oh,
I got a new issue. So before it was when I hold down L2, it moves me forward, which was shit. Fixed that issue by taking the gyro bits out of another one and popping it in. That was fun. I was like, nailed it. Crack on. Let's play some games. And then on game night of all game nights of all the nights that I play games, being the Friday, found out that when I click down the left stick now, he just it doesn't like to do anything anymore.
Don't fancy it.
Doesn't
and that
like it.
Might be an issue if that's like say you're playing a game, right?
Yeah.
Where you're a sniper.
I'm a sniper. Yeah, I could be. Yeah, I'm a sniper.
Just visualize this, right?
Okay.
And clicking that stick down, buddy.
Yeah.
Allows you to look down your sniper scope.
Oh well, that was a secondary. That was the second controller, buddy. This first one, where the left stick made me couldn't run, that was also as a sniper. So I was like, okay, I'm doing my sniping in the bush like you do as a sniper. And then I'm seeing the mortar drone go up on Ghost Recon. Ghost Wars? And I'm like, shit, I need to move out of the way of this mortar. Let me run. There's no running to be had when you can't click that button down.
I think the moral of this story really is you need to stop putting those controllers in your bum, buddy.
I can't help it. So then, like you mentioned, next I pick up the other controller. I'm playing the sniper again because I'm on this now. Hold down L2, won't zoom in. I'm like, oh, what is this? This is not my lucky day tonight.
Some bullshit right there.
Luckily, though, I had literally just purchased a brand new controller earlier that day. And you might say, why weren't you using that one, Ash, to begin with? That's because it didn't have any battery in it. I don't like playing games with a cable hanging out the front of it anymore. I find it weird.
That's a good reason.
I know. And that was my reason. So, we got a new controller. Magma Red. It's red all the way around. Magma. It's the missus's controller because, she's a bit fucking obsessed with Overcooked now. Playing it with the kids, and yes, she was like, well, we need to play this as a 4-player now. We need another controller, because I had 3. I had my original PlayStation, I bought a blue one for my son, and then obviously my PS4 Pro one. So yeah, we got the 4th controller for her. So I was using that, and then you know what, I was just like, we're down to 3 controllers again.
Sometimes it's time. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to just buy another one. Like I was looking at, I pulled it to bits again. Obviously, I did all I can. Sprayed some WD-40 in there. Apparently, that does something. I'm like, cool.
Gives it life force.
Give it a bit of lubing up, mate. I thought about spitting on it and just thumbing it in,
rubbing your thumb. Yeah,
all over it.
Yeah.
I went for the WD-40 and. I ended up getting Windows involved and looking at, like the controller schematic things, where you can like set what buttons.
So you can see exactly what's going on. Yeah,
so I was moving the left stick around it, and it was like as soon as I moved it like straight up, and then either a bit to the left or right, it would just like lose all connection or whatever, and it would just go straight back to the center. So
probably that board in there is just fuckered somehow.
Yeah, so I'm thinking. Maybe later down the line I buy like a new like analog stick module and like resolder it, but at the moment I can't be asked. So
nah,
I bought another controller, buddy.
Beautiful, buddy. What one did you get?
I bought the cheapest one on Amazon, and it came from Italy. Like it does, obviously. Yep. That's where the cheap stuff is, Italy.
Yep.
And yeah, I got the Gran Turismo Special Edition. Silver one.
Shit. That's cool.
It was the cheapest one.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I bought that one. Yeah, I had like £25 voucher left over for my birthday, and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just use that. And so I got a new controller for like 20 quid. So
nice, buddy. You're all G'd up then. Lovely.
Yeah, I'm happy with that now. I got a new troll. We got 4 trolls on the go. Fucking family Overcooked is a bit intense. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, sounds like you guys are. It's a bit of a religious experience now. That game for your fam.
Yeah, I'll talk a bit about that later.
Gibbons, buddy, looking forward to it.
Went to the pub on Sunday, obviously for dinner. Had a few pints and realised, shit, son, they're selling BrewDog Punk IPA on tap now. Get me some of that. Which was
lovely.
Nice. Yeah.
Always a lovely, pleasant treat when you see that BrewDog on tap, buddy.
It was nearly twice the price of a normal pint, though. So
that can happen.
Probably won't be doing that very often.
No,
I'll just get like a Doom bar for like half the price. I'm
well,
that'll do me. I'm cheap and easy.
Now, your first 2 is your BrewDogs, and then it doesn't matter after that.
That's true. Get that 5.6 in you. It's a good thing. That's cool, a good question. Like, what are you drinking tonight, buddy? What are you drinking? Huh? What you got?
I am on the Kronenberg this evening.
Nice.
Because
French.
It was all they had in the shop.
Wow, that's shit.
It was the only beer they had in the shop.
The only beer in town.
And that is because the whole of my town is fuckered with snow.
Snowton.
And no one can get anywhere and no deliveries are coming in, so everything's gone.
Brilliant.
Yeah. What about you? What are you drinking?
Well, I haven't had it for a while. I'm on the Speckled Hen. Yeah, the reason I haven't had it for a while, because every time I drink it, I'm like, I don't think I like this anymore.
And how do you feel about it now, buddy? Are you getting that same sensation?
Well, I bought 8 cans, so I've got to get through them all. So I think we might have to discuss that next week after I've pounded them all.
You'll know by the end.
I'll know by the end if it's been enjoyable or not. We'll see.
Buddy.
We'll see. Been doing some housework, putting up some new guttering on the front, finished that, painted the porch, getting ready to sell the house. So if anyone wants to buy a house, I've got one.
There you go. Get in touch.
Yeah, let me know. House.
It's got a lovely patio.
Great patio.
Really, really strong. His patio is really good. Yeah.
When we get the pictures all done by the estate agent, I'll put a link to it on the website or something.
Please
you
do.
can look around my house.
Especially weird. That'd be a baffling thing for you to do. You should definitely. We'll tweet it.
Yeah, we'll tweet it. Yeah.
You're gonna get a picture of under the stairs on the
obviously
the
gotta be.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. It's crucial.
It's probably the greatest
part.
asset.
It is for me anyway.
Quite the facility.
So yeah, we're going to go look at a new house, or a house, on Sunday, I think, maybe, who knows. See how that one looks. House hunting, it's great.
Lovely.
There's loads
Beautiful.
of fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Been in the Discord this week. It's all kicking off now. Obviously, JJ's there, doing his usual thing, being a legend. We had Cosmic Dad, who is one of the guys from the old Dance of Destiny, pop in there this week. Didn't know he listened to the show. If he does, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to the party, indeed.
Yeah.
And then also we had old Mike Strider join us.
Mike Strider.
Great name, strong name.
There you go.
Powerful.
Like
And he just popped in and said, "Hello, I have arrived." And it's like,
there you go.
He's there now.
Good to know.
Indeed. I've been jiggling about some bits on there now. So we have like the chat room. There's a podcast question little thing. And obviously there's the news favourite things. Thinking about putting a little like fucking screenshot or whatever. Like because not everyone can see the glorious art that is of Mel Gibson's soul. So I'm thinking about getting that and putting that in there as well. So, you know.
It's a good idea. Yeah, absolutely.
Because I really like Discord. It's fantastic.
It's a really good app.
It's like Yahoo chat rooms.
Yeah.
Including Skype and also and party chat at the same time.
Okay.
You know, it's got it all. It's got all my favourite things. You know, I'll just jump in there straight away. ASL. What is it? Let me know. Yep. Hit me up.
There you go.
Yeah. Any girls in here? Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
maybe play some Yahoo Pool.
Oh, Jesus, that brings it back, doesn't it?
Always an option.
Fucking hell. Oh, dear. And finally, buddy, I have fixed the contact page on our website. So now we can get spammed, which is good news. But I have enforced the Google reCAPTCHA thing where
that'll
you have to
scupper those little boiks.
That'll get them, because I do believe we've been getting, I think I've had about 5 spamming messages.
Riddled with spam.
So luckily I was sticking it to the spammers because their spam messages weren't actually getting to me because it was broken.
We didn't see that shit.
So fuck those guys.
Suck it.
Yeah. And now it's fixed. So if you want to contact us, once again, we're fucking on Facebook, Twitter, Discord now. If you want to go there, hit on the icon on our website, get involved there. Or if you're on the website, you can get involved on StreetBeat, which is like a general discussion, whatever. Or now the contact page fucking works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go, buddy. That's pretty much my week. Work, usual stuff. Got a promotion, which is good news. But
he did it!
I did it, yeah. I'm the man with the plan. But no one cares about that. I believe my new title is King of Prisons. Thanks to Funk.
That's an amazing title.
Yeah, I know, right? King of the prisons. All prisons.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
I can't argue with it.
You better not.
That's what you're known for.
Because you'll end up in prison, mate.
There you go. That's what happens when you argue with that little fucker.
Indeed.
Yeah, forget it.
So yeah, busy week. Very stressful at work. But it's all done now, done and dusted. Just a few more things to, what's the thing? Cross the I's, dot the T's. That's the saying. So yeah, buddy, good week for me. What about you, mate? What you been up to? Anything good? That sounds great.
Yeah. No, I'm fine. I just wanted to do something for effect. Don't worry about me. Hello, everyone.
I'm close to killing myself. Is that where you're going with this?
Well, no.
Cry for help?
I'm all right. I had a death-defying journey across the country yesterday in overwhelmingly dangerous conditions.
Beautiful.
Like, it was the sort of journey where you see at least 3 other people crash.
They're the best. My favourite one was, obviously, thick snow everywhere. I'm about to drive up a hill and I see a car come down it, and that car just starts going sideways. Yeah. And I'm like, not a lot I can do about this. Just try and edge towards the side, and he just misses me. by a little bit. He's just there, just staring at me, going with like his arms in the air. It's like, what? What do you want me to do? I'm like, probably not go down that hill when it's snowy. Anyway,
that's snow.
That is snow. I love snow. You know how much I love snow on this podcast.
Yeah, fuck that fucking snow, buddy.
So, how was your death-defying journey, buddy?
Well, it was a journey that normally takes an hour and a half, and it took double that. It was fine down on the coast. So is
that the death-defying bit because it took twice as long? So you're that closer to death?
It was death-defying because a part of the journey was almost impossible, and I think it was more fluke than anything that I was actually able to make it through. Because a lot of people weren't. I was literally driving down the middle of the road, and people were abandoning their cars at either side. Now I've just got a little front wheel drive Fiesta.
That'll do the job.
I had no right, but yeah, just awful. Like I found out new things about my car. Like I've now got a really good feel for how the traction control works and the ABS.
Nice.
And it's got a little squiggly line when you skid, which is nice in case you didn't notice that you were sliding.
Oh look, like the skid light's on.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, the skid line. I will remedy this somehow. So yeah, there was a point where a guy in front of me, we went to go around a bend, and he just went straight. So he just
fuck it. He was like, "This is my time."
It was just fluke, man. Yeah. I got grip and he didn't. He went into a bush and I carried on round the corner. That's all that happened. Nice. And then I get up this hill. There's this fucking douchebag in an Audi, and he's just like spinning away, like pouring out the back of him like the ice and the snow. And I think he maybe helped me up the hill because he was digging little retarded grooves in the middle of the road. But yeah, it was terrible, absolutely awful, stupid.
Fucking snow.
So yeah, weather's been bad of late, and it's supposed to be more tonight. So that's lovely. We're not really prepared in this country for this, because why would we spend any money on infrastructure for something that happens maybe once every 3 years?
Exactly. You just suck it up and be like, fuck it, I'm not going to work today.
Yeah, well, that'll be my attitude tomorrow.
Yeah,
should it be a repeat? But yeah, before then, had some good sort of end of birthday festivities, buddy. Went down to had sort of the rest of my holiday. Went down to Brighton Marina with friend of the podcast Paul to play glow in the dark dino golf.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was terrible. We knew we were in trouble when we got there, and the girl on the desk was telling the party in front of us that due to health and safety reasons, you can only travel around in threes.
Oh,
and we were like, nice. That's really weird. And they were like, specifically threes, or... Anyway, yeah, so then we get in, and the reason is because it's a death trap, basically. It's just this big room, not big as in what you're expecting. I'm talking about maybe like a spacious living room.
Ah, nice. That's all you need.
All the holes are just fucking chipboard and wood. Like, they haven't even been like felted or anything.
You're joking.
There's no friction. The ball doesn't travel consistently.
That's nice.
It was cheap, but it was fucking shit. So yeah, don't go there. And then we went bowling, and that was good because bowling's always good.
Nice.
I got my highest ever score at bowling. Yeah,
big time.
It's probably not a good score, but I got a 167.
That's a good score.
It felt like a good score.
That's higher than snooker.
It's more than half. It's more than half, buddy. So
there you go, mate. That's all you need.
That's bowling. Played some pool as well. I suck at that. And then we got pissed in a really weird pub. Played on the quiz machine, and the quiz machine broke when we had some money in it, and we got an interesting insight into how the quiz machine worked. The quiz machine was running on Windows 2000 Professional Edition, buddy. So
really?
There you go. Yeah. Special times.
Nice.
It was trying to contact the network. Of course, there wasn't one.
There's no network in that quiz machine.
To our surprise, it fired up and it remembered our £2 was still in there, buddy. So
nice.
There you go. Fucking swings and roundaboo.
Lovely times. You
So,
win
yeah,
some,
that was-
you lose some.
That was Friday Fun Day. I was down in home of your forebearers, Maidstone, on Saturday, buddy.
Anagram of I am stoned.
There you go. I was having some tapas down there at Le Taberna restaurant in Maidstone. Head down there, listeners internationally, if you're ever in Maidstone. There you go. There you go. You're welcome.
On my advice, do not go to Maidstone.
There you go. He lived there for many years.
Putting it out there.
It's probably got a better insight than I do into it.
Just a bit, maybe.
Don't fucking go to that shithole,
Yeah,
basically.
You know,
But
no.
that's all right.
It'll do.
The people aren't.
Nah, people are
but-
shitbags.
But it's okay. Other than that, buddy, obviously I've got lots more VR to talk about this week, but I've been kind of developing a bit of a scientific experiment. I'm kind of started to booze test some of the VR games. Before I bought the headset, I was told the worst thing you can do when playing VR is drink.
That doesn't
turns
sound
out-
fun.
Well, exactly, and I was willing to put it to the test, so I can now deliver some accurate reports on which games you can get pissed up while playing, and which ones it's a really fucking bad idea to. So, there we go.
Nice. In the name of science, buddy.
It's just in the name of science.
In the
That's
name
all
of
it is,
science,
buddy.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Gaming and science. I like
So
it.
yeah, so that's me, buddy. Unless you've got anything else, I think we should probably move on.
No, buddy, I'm good.
Sweet. Let's go and talk about what we've been playing. Take it away, Bish. What you got?
Sure. Overcooked, obviously. We've got 3 stars on everything. Yeah.
That's impressive because that game is tough.
It's good, though.
It's a good game.
We haven't done the final boss yet, mainly because we're trying to do it as a family, and getting all 3 stars was just me and the missus. It's a bit of a challenge with 2, reasonably good players and 2 less so good players. Let's put it that way, anyway.
That's a nice way of putting it.
But
yeah.
having loads of fun, just shouting at my kids because they're not doing what they're meant to be doing. It's character building. That's what it is.
Now you get to discipline them during video game playtime as well as in real life.
Exactly,
Good stuff.
Exactly. Obviously, still playing Mario Kart 8. That game's great. Not more to say about that. And finally, Monster Hunter World. Getting further into the rabbit hole on that. And really, really enjoying it now. Really enjoying it now. I've got a few things to talk about it. So
You do it, buddy.
I will. Don't you worry.
They're fucking great.
So, the campaign, like the main story mission on this game, you can't really play it co-op because it's a bit of a shitbag. Because for some reason, like even if you're at the same point, you can't load up the mission and other people join you because you have to watch like the cutscenes.
Okay.
Reasons being, I have no idea. I guess like it's trying to get the narrative across. I can understand that. It's like you're like the hunter that's come to this world. You're gonna fucking sort everything out. Cool. That's me. But I've got loads of other mates that are doing the same thing at the same time. Now, what you can do is you go through the mission, see the cutscenes, and then you can fire out like an SOS flare. And then they can respond to that if they've already done that mission. So if they're ahead of you, then they can join your mission after you've watched the cutscenes.
Why can't it just instance the cutscenes?
Don't. I've thought about this lots over this week.
I mean, other
it is
games
incredibly
do
annoying,
that, don't they?
Yes, like Destiny
Pants does it.
Wild Pants, Destiny. Yeah. Any kind of multiplayer or co-op game does that.
I can't think of any games
I know that
of
doesn't
that nature that don't do
that
it.
has co-op within it, like quite
That's
heavily.
pretty tarded.
Yeah. Luckily, there's a lot of other shit to do and to get on with because, you got to get out and slay the monsters to get, like, scales, got to get their teeth, got to pick up their poo, all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Literally picking up everything. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying the hunting on this game. It's pretty cool. Like, so there's a few things that I just want to touch on. there's these things called bounties that are good. They're like just little quests that you can do, like pick up 5 bits of honey, or slay 1 large dragon, or capture 3 small retarded things, or and these are a continuous thing where you get like armor upgrades and stuff from. So they're stuff that you want to be picking up before you go out on your quests. There's things called investigations, which are great to do when you're kind of stuck with a quest. So like if you can't progress that much further, you can go and do these investigations, and by doing these you'll actually get like bonus items as well thrown in. Like the harder the investigation, like you'll get like there's like tiered stuff like bronze, silver and gold, not your standard, what is it, like purple, blue, green, and then gold. Okay. Obviously the harder it is, the more stuff you get back. So this is really good for building your character up, and like I've managed to upgrade I'm using I spoke last week about I use the insect glaive, which is pretty much a big stick and a bug that you can throw out. So I've managed to upgrade these into like I've got about 3 different ones on the go, because like you can get different stuff like poison, lightning, fire, all that kind of shit. Yeah, they're just really good, and the benefit of doing these investigations is you don't have to fuck about. You literally post your quest, your mates can join you, and then off you go together, which is really, really good.
That's nice. Yeah, nice and smooth.
They're like it's a lot of grinding out, but I'm really enjoying the hunting in this. Getting to grips with like we've got like team tactics, like where we've got like I'm the aerial guy. I think John's like the guy with the blades getting stuck in there, and Murph's either got like a massive hammer or he gets his like bow and arrow out kind of thing. It's really good. Like the teamwork on it works really well. What else is there? The workshop, leveling stuff up. Like fucking hell, there's so much to learn in this game, but when it does click and you can think like, okay, right, I need to go and get this from here, that from there, and then that goes back into like the investigations. Like you can narrow down what you want to hunt for as well, which is cool. There's a place called the arena, which eliminates the whole having to hunt the animal. Like it's just there. You go and fuck it up. You can just take
it on.
And had a lot of fun. A lot of fun with that the other day. It was very cool. There's just a couple more little tips that if you have picked up this game, like, and you are kind of new to it or whatever, then there's 2 things. Like with the crafting system with this, obviously you pick up everything, you stick it in your box, and you what you want to do is obviously transfer that to your main box back at the base or wherever it is. So a nice easy way to do this is if you press options on there, you can make like 6 custom loadouts. So you just make like I just made one with like my main health potions, some antidotes, some traps, and whatever stuff that I like to take out with me. So before every time I go out, I just hit options on it and chuck my loadout in, and all the other shit that's in my backpack or whatever just gets transferred straight into my box. So I haven't got to worry.
That's really nice.
Yeah, like it's been the best way of doing that in like all kinds of different RPGs that I've played, where you're like trying to micromanage all of your
I was going to say, because I guess the sort of systems, there's like intricate systems here, like that sort of quality of life stuff is so important in a game like this, isn't it? Like,
yeah, there's a lot of customization. You're in real trouble
if it doesn't sort of stand up in that respect.
Yeah, another thing,
it can be a nightmare.
Another thing you want to do is customize like your quick what's it, like quick slots or whatever it is. Like, so when you hold down like L1, a wheel comes up, like how you change weapon on some guns, and you twirl the right stick round to pick whatever. Like think in GTA when you change the radio station.
Yeah, sort of radial
thing. That's it. Yeah, so customize that, put whatever you use a lot in that thing. It's really helpful. And then the last thing is in the crafting itself, like in the crafting menu, you can set stuff to auto craft as well. So like, so I've got like a medikit, and then I've got a medikit in my inventory, and I pick up some honey, like from the world. And when you've got a medikit and honey, you get like a mega medikit or whatever it is. Like, it upgrades it, and it'll just do that automatically. But that'll only work when you pick stuff up in the wild, kind of thing.
Okay.
Which, once again, fucking brilliant. Like, it's so much easier because I'm like, right, I haven't got to go and craft that. It's just going to do it fucking for me. And yeah, it's a very, very cool game. There's definitely issues with it, but I'm just getting stuck into it. It's definitely keeping me captivated right now, I would say.
So it's pretty much taken over from Destiny and The Division for you for the time being?
We've pretty much finished with The Division now. Like, we went through the campaign, and I don't think there was anything left for me there. And obviously, Destiny's in the state that it's in at the moment. Like, they're trying to fix it, but I think the best thing to do is just step away for a couple of months and wait until that new DLC drops, and then go back to it and see how I feel, I think.
No, fair play, buddy.
Yeah, nothing else really on the horizon. I've downloaded the Yakuza 6, whatever it is, demo, I think, on the store, whatever it was.
You got some news about that coming up.
Yeah, I know. Exciting stuff.
Indeed.
I haven't played it yet, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens there anyway. But yeah, that's about it for me for playing games this week, buddy. Just fucking Monster Hunter World, really.
Nice, buddy.
So what you been doing? Come on then, give us the boozed up VR scientific report.
Yeah, well, firstly, I've played quite a lot of games this week in VR that I hadn't played last week because there's only so many hours in the day. So I've actually picked up several things this week. Firstly, I hadn't played Starblood Arena, despite the fact that it's on PS Plus.
Yeah.
So I've tried that out now. I'd forgotten that Until Dawn: A Rush of Blood had been PS Plus in December.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I completely forgot about that and was flicking through the VR page on the store and suddenly saw it. I just had a download button for it, so I was like, okay.
Thank you.
I bought the Drive Club VR add-on.
Oh, cool.
I've been playing some Star Trek Bridge Crew, which I think I mentioned briefly last week. I'm not sure, can't remember exactly. And also, Infinite Mini Golf has a VR mode, which I've been trying out. Yeah.
Well, fucking that game just keeps getting better.
Just keeps giving. It just keeps giving. So here we go then. And then after that, I'll mention some of the boozy experiences.
Yeah,
I can mention boozy experiences with most of these as well. Firstly, Star Trek Bridge Crew is an incredibly addictive game where you. It's really weird. Like, mechanics wise, you're essentially just working on a computer. Like, you're using the move controllers to do it, and you got panels in front of you, but when you really think about it, everything you're doing, you could probably do it with like a mouse. And
but it surely is the novelty of sitting there and being like,
it is, exactly. You can take control of the other three positions as well when you're playing single player, so you can just look at your comms officer, look at your engineer or whatever, and just go and sit where they are, and then head back to the captain's chair.
Captain's log.
It's really cool. It's pretty immersive, I have to say. Graphically, not very good. To be honest, the bridge itself is decent, but yeah, all of the external shots are quite shit. But that's okay. It's pretty addictive because it seems to provide a hell of a lot of options. It feels very analog in nature in what you can do. Like, I can fly the ship wherever I want if I want to. And when you first log in and play as the captain, it kind of feels like everything's probably on a story mission style track. But I can do anything and go anywhere, and I found this out by flying into some fucking asteroids and just getting stuck on them. Just some really funny, dumb shit, because it doesn't really handhold either. That's the thing. It's got like a tutorial at the start, and it teaches you kind of all the systems in literally like, do this, now you know how to do that, do this, now you know how to do that, and then it chunks you in at the deep end in these missions. Just like fucking stupid shit I was doing. I was supposed to be helping out a transport vessel, accidentally just blew it up, just killed them all. Like, just shot it and killed them all.
Why not? Fuck
Didn't
those
mean
guys.
to. There was a ship that was its homing beacon got stuck on. We'd already rescued the crew, and it was suggested that we scuttle the ship, buddy, so that no one else goes over there and puts themselves in danger. So this one I was supposed to blow up. Which I proceeded to do from very close range with my shields down, to the point where it took like 95% damage on my hull, and there were just fires everywhere, like all over the bridge, and all my crew, they're just sitting there like they don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
they're just
they're
sitting there,
cool with
like
that. They're like, yeah, don't
the
worry about
Vulcan in the corner's on fire, and he's going, "Captain, we've scuttled the ship successfully," and I'm like, "Mate, you're on fire." He's like, nothing from him. So it's just, yeah, you can do
bother.
everything. Like it's got full like control of you can feed power to specific systems. So when I fucking almost destroyed the vessel, I was able to divert like all sorts of other power sources to shields and stuff. Yeah, like and the trading mission on there is the Kobayashi Maru, which is like the famous one from the series and the movies that Kirk has to do and cheats on.
Yeah, he does. Naughty boy.
It's very cool. If you like Star Trek, then you'll adore it. Even if you don't really like Star Trek very much, it's an addictive game because it feels like there's a lot of options there, and it works brilliantly in VR because you're just sitting in a fucking chair.
Yeah, mate.
And that's
That's
all
the best
that
way
matters.
to do it. That's all you want.
Yeah, so I have yet to play this online because I want to know what I'm doing before I join a game.
Yeah,
I feel like
obviously,
this has been out long enough and there's few enough people with VR and this game that I will be richly ridiculed if I go online and don't know how to fucking, turn the phasers on or teleport someone off a ship or whatever.
You've got to set them to stun, buddy, I think.
It's
So I've been told.
There's quite a lot to learn. It's just a weird little sort of system management game, but it's very, very addictive and very, very immersive. So there
Nice,
you go.
buddy. It sounds like a giggle.
It's fun. Yeah, it's cool. Next, Drive Club VR. I picked this up because it's got online, and I didn't realise that.
That's cool.
But it's got full online lobbies for VR, as well as the proper sort of style campaign that you have on the main Drive Club game.
Okay.
Like 100 odd cars to pick up, and that campaign was always very strong on Drive Club. The single player was very good on it.
Yeah, it was. It had all the different events and stuff. Yeah, I found that quite addictive going through them, to be honest.
Yeah, it's cool. You can pick up the different stars and do the challenges, like the sort of drift challenges and the cornering challenges and speed traps. It's got all of that stuff on there. Graphically, with the headset on, this game looks fucking muddy.
Cool.
Like it looks quite bad, I would say. Through the TV, like the social screen version of it runs quite nice, but looks, significantly worse than the normal Drive Club.
Yeah.
But there's something about the way that it runs, and by the way, this game runs 60 plus frames in VR because it has to, or you die.
Or you'll die.
And that's so much better than the 30 frames that the base game has. But yeah, other than that, there's not much to say other than it's Drive Club. It's very, very fun, but I'm really struggling with the braking zones because it's so arcadey and we play lots of Sims. But yeah, it's fucking cool, especially the open wheel stuff, man. Like, got the crossbow on there, like flying through Scotland and shit.
There are always
real
good tracks on Drive Club as well.
Great tracks, and there's a horde of new tracks on here, like that weren't on the base game at all. Yeah, and that's quite a nice touch, really, for something like this. They could easily have just rehashed all of the same tracks, but they've added new content there. So
nice, good
stuff. Very briefly, Rec Room. I went back to. This is a free-to-play sort of social space game. I played VR frisbee golf with a gentleman from Texas this week, buddy. It's a sentence I never thought I'd say in my life, but
cool.
I did. And I have to say, throwing a frisbee with a Move controller, and it might be something to do with the fact that I think that the camera keeps losing me. But by this wall here, to the side, there's something going on there where it's not quite right. my setup being in the corner like this doesn't really suit VR. You kind of want the same amount of space on both sides.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem. The only option really would be to angle the setup out a bit, but I don't know. Might not get away with that one with the misses. But either way, that game's weird. Played a bit of that. Infinite Mini Golf VR is Infinite Mini Golf, except it's sort of like you're a giant, I suppose. So it sets you up and you're just behind the golfer and you can move around the hole, look all around and choose different camera angles and stuff, like look above. It works pretty well with just base golf, but a lot of that game is kind of about the power-ups that you pick up that allow you to do stuff with the ball.
Yeah.
And it's kind of disorienting when you're trying to like use the joystick power-up to move the ball around, and you're in VR, like looking over the top of a hill as well. But it's actually really nice. Like, it looks great, and it just feels like you're playing with toys almost. It's got that sort of feel to it because you feel so gigantic with the sort of little diddy golfer in front of you and the little it's cool. It's really cool.
Nice.
It's surprising that it has it, a bit weird, but
I wouldn't have thought that they would have had a VR mode in that game.
I don't know if I can play with you. I don't know if I could play with someone non-VR. I haven't tried that.
Well, we'll give it a go. See what happens, eh?
The meat and drink really this week for me. Played some more Resi 7, but I've already spoken about that. It's fucking terrifying. It's getting more scary by the hour.
Cool.
It's a bit much.
Right up my street.
Yeah. And speaking of horror games, Until Dawn, A Rush of Blood, it's not something that I would have bought because it is essentially a shooting gallery as far as I can see.
Yeah.
And that's fine. But, we used to love games like House of the Dead and Time Crisis. This is basically that.
Duck Hunt, mate. Fucking don't get me started about peripherals and light guns.
This is a light gun game, man.
Don't get it. It's been a long time since that's been brought up. And
yeah. It's this is the best light gun game you've ever played because you're in VR. You can look around.
Oh god, I'm excited.
You've got the dual wielding move controllers. You just fire with the moves, triggers, and reload with the buttons on top.
That sounds so good.
At the start, you're on this. It's all takes place on this roller coaster, sort of ghost train type thing. And graphically, it's good. Like, it's real good. For VR, it's one of the best looking games that I've seen.
Oh, cool.
It's got a funny little story to it as well, but essentially it is a shooting gallery with stuff just fucking jumping out at you. I just played through the second level and you're in like an abattoir. There's all these like carcasses of pigs and stuff, and then the further you get through, the bigger the pigs get, and then suddenly you've got these giant pigs all around you just like squealing their tits off, and then you've got these dudes with pig heads like charging at you,
pigs,
like desperately trying to gun them down.
Cool.
Fucking ridiculous. It's cool, man. It's just a shooting gallery game. You play through it like once and you'd probably have your fill, but
that one time.
Yeah, exactly. And some of the roller coaster moments really make your stomach go, like some of the drops and stuff.
Yeah.
It's funny how it affects you. And this is a game that I wouldn't play if you were drinking lots of red wine. Just as an example.
Just putting it out there. Just as an example.
I wouldn't advise it. Because you're on a roller coaster, you're kind of moving all the time. It really makes your stomach go. It's quite weird. The racing games, the same thing, really. The racing games.
Yeah, going to say the speed and everything's not going to help. It's the speed and it's the
hills, the undulations of the road, and that sort of thing. It really does you a bit of a lemon, or it certainly does me. So on to Starblood Arena, which is the most motion sicky game I've ever played in my life. And I've played it having had some drink, and I've now played it without having had some drink. It is tolerable sober, but it does build. The feeling does kind of build after a while. So this is like Descent, I suppose. You're in a little sort of spaceship, and you've got full range of like 3D movement. but you're inside. It's not like in space.
Yeah.
So you've got the left stick allows you to... It's like sort of like first-person shooter controls. Left stick does your forward, backwards, and strafing. Right stick does your turning left and right. And up and down, like looking up and looking down, which obviously is rotating your ship up and down.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Right bumper, you can gain altitude. Left bumper, you can lose altitude. And if you hold both of them down and move the right stick, then you barrel roll. You corkscrew round. So you've got full movement in every direction, and then you're aiming with your head. So wherever you look is where you're shooting. And you've got 4 different types of weapons and mines as well.
Okay.
It is an attack on the senses. It's full sort of deathmatch game. It's got full multiplayer up to 8 players online. It's got capture the flag mode and king of the hill mode. Like, all that shit is fucking cool. But don't play it when you've had some drink. That's for certain. Graphically nice. Quite sort of... almost a little bit Borderlands-y, kind of with its kind of cartooniness, and quite an amusing little script on there as well. But yeah, man, you've got to try this game. It's fucking ridiculous. It's just barrel rolling about the level, and then suddenly you're like upside down, and then you're suddenly facing like on your side and constantly trying to shoot people as well. And because you're so used to playing first-person shooters, I find myself aiming with the right stick, which you can do.
Yeah.
But you just lose because obviously you can look at shit far quicker than you can aim at it with an analog stick. So it's really cool. I'm looking forward to playing some more of that.
Nice, yeah. Like looking at some videos, it does look pretty cool. I like the art style of it. It's pretty cool.
It's nice, isn't it? Yeah. It's what I'm finding is more and more content, to be honest, and I really haven't spent very much money. Like everything that I've got installed, total probably came to like £60-70, like for all of that shit. And I've got like 20 odd games now.
That's not bad.
Different bits and pieces, obviously varying degrees of length and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, Moss came out this week. It's reviewed very well.
Very well, yeah. I saw titles saying best VR experience so far kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And apparently sort of 4-hour campaign, which isn't long, obviously, but these are VR games and they tend to be shorter, and it's £25, so it's kind of priced accordingly, I guess. Yeah, just really enjoying it, man. I've been doing some more YouTube VR stuff, like really enjoying some of these like 3D cameras. I've watched some live music, some concerts and stuff in cool. VR. Yeah. Which has been quite interesting. Some skydiving and wingsuit videos where you can like look all around, and some really like weird stuff as well, like a Warner Brothers studio tour where they've just strapped the 3D camera onto one of their golf carts, and you can go around with the full commentary and like look around the sets and stuff.
That's so cool. That's got to be like the future of like, I don't know, like tourism, movies and stuff in a way.
Yeah, totally. I mean, there's loads of stuff on the horizon for VR, like documentaries and stuff. There's a Juventus documentary coming out, and an Andre Iniesta one that I was mentioning last time round.
Yeah.
These are just sort of 1.5 to 2 hour documentaries filmed completely in 4K VR, so that you can just be a part of all the scenes that you're watching, and it's just fun. The novelty has yet to wear off. Hopefully, it won't for ages.
Yeah,
but every time I put that thing on and fire into a game and I can look around, I'm just amazed. It's very beautiful. Cool. It's nice. Very cool. Looking forward to getting you down here so you can have a good old go.
Yeah, buddy. Hopefully if this weather fucks off some point, I'll do that.
That'd be handy, wouldn't it? Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, there you go. Unless you've got anything else, buddy, I think we'll move on.
Gibbons, buddy.
And now it's time for the news. Number one. Norway takes a run at Nintendo is your headline here.
Yeah, they did. They had a pun.
Number one.
Fuck it. Called them out with their shenanigans.
Exactly. This is the Norwegian Consumer Council, claims that Nintendo is breaking the law by not allowing refunds on pre-orders.
Which,
When buying on the Nintendo store, a message appears saying, "I consent that Nintendo begins its duties with the performance of its begins with the performance of its obligations before the cancellation period ends. I acknowledge that I therefore lose my right to cancel." So that's the little sentence they've chucked in to try and negate the law, basically. What they're saying is that
by ticking this box, fuck you.
Yes, exactly. Nintendo's saying its obligation begins with payment, and therefore there's no pre-obligation period, and therefore you must pay, and it is all purchases are final is essentially what that tick box says. The law in the EU does not allow for all purchases to be final. That's not a legal way to sell goods. Consumer always has a right to a refund if they aren't happy with the product or haven't received it yet, for example. So Nintendo responded saying it's in full compliance with EU law.
Yeah, I was like, really?
So I guess we now have to wait and see what happens next there. Does the Norwegians push it? If so, the EU will have to respond.
Yeah.
And that could change things a great deal because, as far as I'm aware, Sony are operating this exact same policy, are they not?
If you can request a refund, though, from them.
So you can request one. Okay, so that's the difference then. So
it's not the easiest of processes these days.
But it's possible, and that means that they're abiding by the law, I suppose.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
You can, but you have to pay it up front. Not like before, it's like pre-order and then not pay anything, and then obviously get free access to the beta or whatever you want, and then cancel the order.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you can go for your refund, but they didn't used to take the money straight away, and now they do.
Yes, they take the money straight up. You can still cancel it though, but like I said, it takes a while.
With Nintendo, they take the money, and you have no right to a refund.
Yeah, so, they just take the money, and they're like, "Fuck you."
There you go. Okay. Well, we'll keep you posted on that one, buddies.
Obviously, that's just the law in America.
Apparently so.
They just take your money and you're like, yep, thanks.
There you go.
That's it.
Suck a fat one.
Which is fucking crazy.
It certainly is.
That's America.
That is America, and so is this, buddy. Number 2, the movement on the old loot box saga.
Loot boxes, please.
Unabated. This is the ESRB. It's the American Association of Ratings. They are going to be putting warning labels on all games featuring microtransactions, loot crates, season passes, and planned future DLC. So anything where you might have to fork out money on top of the original purchase will now have a warning label saying just because you've bought this doesn't mean you'll necessarily get all the content. This has loot boxes, this has microtransactions, whatever. That's going to be on all games as soon as the motion is passed, which should be quite soon. So I don't know really if that makes much difference.
Makes no difference. It's as much as a difference as the old what was it, the parental advisory on fucking CDs. When it had severely bad language. No age rating, just parental advisory. Just, hey, check it out. Mums
it's only kids, isn't it, really, that are going to be buying this and not knowing that there's this. I don't know. I don't know how informed people are. It's hard for me because because we make it our business to know this stuff. But
we do.
It's difficult to come at it from the angle of someone who has little interest.
It's like I said, it's more like to do with the parental advisory. It's for parents picking it up and for their kids. But they're not going to fucking see the sticker. The kid wants it. They're going to get it for them. Fucking
Probably.
Like the whole age rating thing on games never worked anyway. Or films. Or anything for that matter. It's fucking pointless.
I think a lot of skeptics are saying that it's a token gesture to...
Of course it is. And why wasn't this done like 10 years ago?
Yeah, it's to appease the government as another barrier of entry kind of thing. But I don't know. It's a weird one. Also, nothing from PEGI. There are European ratings board, the sort of
obviously
European equivalent.
But what did they say? This is like the first step or something, wasn't it?
Yes.
So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, I think
it's good that it's being looked at.
But, but once again, it was only looked at because fucking all the fuss was kicked up, and otherwise they would have been fine to let it just carry on the way it is.
See, the problem for me is that I said at the start of the year, I'm going to make it my business this year to not fork out on these games. And VR makes that easier because most of the games aren't. Yeah,
they're not going to have like DLC, microtransactions. All
no point. You've only sold 2 million units of the fucking thing. There's just no point. Wasting your time on those systems. But that's fine. Like I stand by that. I'm not going to be buying games this year that have these loot crate systems in them and major microtransactions and AAA titles that look like half the content's gated behind a season pass. I won't be doing that this year.
Yeah,
that's all well and good, but if this isn't regulated in some way, then me opting out is all it's going to mean is each year there are less and less games that I can buy.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's just going to be insidiously injected into everything in the end. It'll be the norm. So I kind of do hope that these boards get a handle on things, but I don't fancy them. I mean, when has legislation ever done the right thing by video games and benefited them in the slightest? It was only last week that there was talk once again about video games causing violence and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's definitely video games. I mean, at any minute right now I could just go out and just shoot people, and that's because I play video games.
Yeah, that's why.
Just putting it out there. Sarcasm. Just in case someone listens to this and is actually like, oh, there you go, that's proof. That's actual fucking proof. This guy has admitted that because of video games, he will go and kill people. No, that's a fucking lie. It's bollocks. Just, what kills people? Not guns. It's rappers, mate.
Rappers.
Just Goldie looking chain. They said it.
That's
guns
the right
don't
idea.
kill
that
people.
was years ago.
Rappers do. I'm guessing they're talking about rappers like on chocolate bars and things like that.
Yeah.
Maybe like Christmas wrapping paper.
100%.
Easy, that's going to kill the amount of people. The statistics on death by Christmas wrapping paper is just, it's astronomical.
People just need more VR headsets, buddy, because then they can murder people in VR. And
well,
that'll
but then
put them off doing it in real life.
Yeah, maybe, I guess. Yeah. Who knows?
Tenuous link to VR there. Either way, who knows? We'll keep you posted, but
with
fucking like it matters. Yeah. Moving on, Warcraft 3 remaster rumored. More of a news favourite things. I've got nothing else, but there's nothing else to report. So
that is definitely one of the things that I had in mind. I was like, "What? This is crazy!" It got another update as well, like the original Warcraft 3. I was like, "Why? Why is this getting up?" Like there was like all patch notes about like how the main heroes have had like balancing and stuff done to them. Like this game is fair dues, whatever. Cool.
What a game, though. What a game.
Oh, mate, I'm not denying that game's amazing, but I don't know, like, seeing a remaster of that, I mean...
Does it need a remaster?
That's what I'm saying,
the art style is brilliant on that game, and you can run it 4K just by changing the fucking text document in the main folder, so... I don't know what benefit there is from having it remastered.
It makes them more money because everyone buys it again, buddy.
Yeah, that'll be the one.
Yeah, remasters and remades and whatever. That's a good old cash cow, isn't it?
Every 2 or 3 years, I play a few rounds of Warcraft 3, and each time I load it up, I go, "Oh, this doesn't look bad at all." Every time.
This doesn't matter. This runs really well.
This looks really decent. Yeah. This looks brilliant on my Mac in 4K.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want.
Beautiful thing. Well, either way, maybe they'll cash in there. We'll see. Moving on to companies cashing in. You have to pay $10 for a save slot in Metal Gear Survive. So you get a save slot when you buy the game, but if you want to create a second character, you'd need another save slot for that, and that will cost you $10 real dollars.
10 actual dollars.
Yeah.
I mean, great.
So we could be indignant about that and pretend that's a surprise from Konami, their weird cash-in game off the back of the Kojima Fox engine.
Yep.
But let's just not fucking bother, because of course it's $10 to buy a save slot in Metal Gear Survive, and if you bought that game, you're a cunt. Well, so there we go. It's as simple as that. There you go. Meanwhile, the game flops in the shops, buddy, which is a lovely little rhyme. Entered the physical charts at number 6 in the UK during a period where nothing is launched.
I was going to say, what was it competing What is against? The top 10?
I don't know. Top 10 games chart, UK.
The Metro. I'm on the Metro.
I'm on JfG, which is the official one.
Yours is probably better than mine. I mean, I'm just bombarded with adverts for Call of Duty.
Metal Gear Survive was outsold by 5 games that didn't come out this week. FIFA 18, GTA 5, Call of Duty World War 2, Monster Hunter World, EA Sports UFC 3. They all outsold it. It narrowly beat Shadow of the Colossus, which is a budget game that came out several weeks ago.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe,
obviously.
Which is Super Mario Odyssey, and Assassin's Creed Origins rounding out the top 10. Nice to see Battlefront 2 dropping out of the top 10 for the first time.
But no, mate, that's come back up from 16.
Oh, it's coming up. Oh, yeah.
Oh, mate. Kingdom Come Deliverance dropped down from 2 to 12.
Fucking Siege still in that top 20.
Still, yeah.
And Crash Bandicoot lingering like a detestable fart.
Why?
There it is. Don't know. Rocket League still in there.
Yeah.
The top 20 rounded out by The Sims 4.
I mean,
there you go.
You just look at that top 20 there and you're just like, well, where are the new games? Where are the new games? Like, I mean, you got Monster Hunter World.
There's some surprising ones in there, you know.
I guess Origins is kind of new. No, that's not new. That's old. But there's nothing... Monster Hunter World is the only, like, recent game that... Oh, I guess UFC 3, but that doesn't count.
The one that really surprises me is number 37, buddy.
Okay, we're going down. Okay, 37.
Number 37 in the top 40.
Oh, yeah.
Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet.
There it is.
What's that?
I don't know. It came in at number 37.
What is it?
It's a Jap game, isn't it?
It's £43 in Argos is what it is. Anyway.
What's it out on?
PS4.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't want that.
There you go. Okay, well, anyway. Yes, that game has... that Metal Gear Survive has...
What are you on about? Uncharted 2 Among Thieves is at 34.
That's like £7 and part of a collection. Like, that's not that surprising to me.
Why is that one game there, though? What? Surely it's like the collection.
You can buy them separately, the remasters. You can buy them separately on the PlayStation Store. So,
it's crazy.
But that's supposed to be a physical chart, isn't it?
I thought it was. Or is it... Oh, no, I did see news of, like, they've integrated digital now.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, let's move on, because we're basically just having a chat now rather than doing a podcast.
What else? What do we do, mate, on this thing?
No, agreed. That game is done badly. Good. We'll move on. What else we got? Arma 3 pops up once again on Russian TV news.
Classic.
A few years back, a report on video games used footage from Arma 3, which they then saved to their library of video for random reports. I think it was then used again a couple of years ago for some sort of... I can't remember what it was, but they were like showing all surface to
It was to do with war.
Missiles. It was the Ukraine thing, I think, and they were... Yeah, the Crimean stuff. They had footage from Arma 3 as real footage of tanks moving across the border. It was used again in some report just to pad out a report on Syria. I suppose compliments to Bohemia Interactive that their
Again.
that their realistic game keeps being accidentally used as real actual video. But the footage that they used looks fucking wank. Like, it's clearly from like 10 years ago.
Nice.
And I don't know how anyone could possibly think that looked like
real
video.
people.
Just incredible. But either way, that happened.
Yeah.
Outlast is stealth released on Switch, buddy.
Cool.
There you go. And finally, Sega pulls Yakuza 6 demo because it accidentally gave access to the entire game rather than being a demo. It should have just been the prologue, but it's been discovered that you could play the whole game. They were just giving the game away.
People were getting achievements and stuff on it. It's like, what?
It's pretty special. You've downloaded that demo, haven't you?
Yeah, I believe
Presume
it's
they've
only
patched
in
it.
the in North America where it's happened.
That's a shame. Obviously not for Sega. Yeah, that's quite funny. Talk about dropping a bollock. Good stuff. I will try that demo, actually, because I've always been quite interested by
I
that
know,
Yakuza
I've always
series.
been interested in that.
Well, maybe we can have a little bit of a chat about that next week, buddy. But for now, that's the end of my news. So I think it's time to hand over to you for my favourite section, and I'd imagine the listeners as well, buddy, and that would be Ash's News Favourite Things of the Week.
If you like news but hate information, you have found the right place. Ash's News Favorite Thing of the Week.
Cheers, buddy. Oh, stuff in the Discord. What have we got? We've got Pokemon for Switch could be revealed next week, but probably won't.
Okay.
That'd be nice. I'd like a Pokemon game on the Switch, just saying. Yeah.
£.
Turok 1 and 2 remastered. Launch on Xbox One on March the 2nd.
I liked Turok.
It was a game that came out a really long time ago and, you know, probably hasn't aged that well.
I played it on my Voodoo 2 graphics card back in the day.
I played it on the N64, I think.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Great controller, that.
It was something.
It was something. I've just got a thing that says PS Plus, what the fuck? I'm guessing that's related to the fact that they're going to stop doing PS3 and Vita games.
Yep, it's been announced that this will be the last month, March rather, will be the last month where they have games for PS3 and PS Vita. It'll be all PS4 from now on. Whether that means that there'll be more than 2, or if there'll just be 2 and they'll be better, I have no idea.
Well, on average, we get 3 PS4 games because there's the Vita PS4 crossover. Like, on average. Like,
Yes.
So, I just think that's a bit shit, really. You know.
I mean, this month I will talk about it in the next section.
Yeah,
but this
obviously.
month there's 6 games.
Yeah.
So if that's reduced, but then you know, I mean the PS3 and the Vita stuff's been shite for ages.
Still, though, it's the principle.
I understand them dropping PS3 because PS3 is no longer a officially supported platform, and I could see why they'd do that. But the Vita, I mean, you can still get Vita. They're still manufacturing the Vita, and I don't know. I just, in some ways, it's surprising they've been giving these games away for so long, really. But I personally don't really give a fuck.
I know. I just think it's a bit of a dick move, though. Like, why stop it now? Well, obviously it's going to stop at some point, but you know, like, obviously they gave up on the Vita years ago. Fair dues, but you know, especially kind of while like Microsoft is still supporting like the 360, you know, and obviously even more so with Microsoft because those games are backwards compatible. With the Xbox.
Well, that's incentive to
One,
do
so.
it on 360. It keeps it kind of current
So-
and relevant.
I'm hoping then that, you know, maybe there's 3 games, you know, instead of 2. I don't know.
Well, I suppose it comes down to how it's done internally. Like, is there a budget? Is there a department that decides? Is
Once
there
again,
like a buying department where they? have a specific
Yeah, and they can be like, right,
figure.
yeah, we've got this much. You can spunk that this month or whatever.
If they don't have to make deals with four developers that for old content, maybe they'll have more money to spend on. I don't know how it works. I've no idea. But either way, I can see where you're coming from. I just personally don't really care because it won't affect me. But I can totally see it's not cool, really. Yeah. But then if they want to push PS Now, then they need to stop.
And they need to stop
PS3 games.
Other
don't
yeah,
they? So,
fuck, who's gonna have PS Now? No.
They need to do something with that thing.
Yeah, seriously,
It works really well.
Activision confirms it will release more remasters from its IP library this year. More remasters, buddy, coming at you. Let's milk that cash teat.
We love remasters. We'd much rather all development teams working on old games rather than new ones.
Yeah, let's just get those old games and play them again.
Yeah,
but a little bit shinier.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I remember. You remember? Because I fucking remember.
Yeah,
and I'd like to, in like 5-10 years, I'd like to have some new memories of new games that I play.
New memories of old games that look better.
Yeah, and then we can remaster the remaster. When is the first remaster coming out?
Has that happened?
I mean,
I can't think of one.
Not that I can think of, but I will find out for next week, I think.
It'd probably be a COD game.
Probably.
When it happens, it'll be Activision that does it.
Of course they will. They'll release Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4 or whatever it is, or just Modern Warfare, yeah, again.
Probably announce Destiny 1 remastered at E3 this year.
Yes, mate. I'll play that.
Still 30 frames, though.
No, I just don't like anything above 30 frames, mate. I can't, I just can't see it.
It's too smooth if you go above that.
Oh, exactly. Where's the jank?
Horrible.
Where's the jank? I need the jank.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go, buddy. They're like, fuck all this week. That's my news favourite things this week, buddy.
Very nice. Thank you very much for that, buddy. That was your news and my news before, and that was the news. And now it's time for Out This Week.
That's out this week, buddy. Come on, then. It's a special one, I've been told. Rumour has it.
Well, I think they maybe built this up a bit too much, but what can I say? This is PS Plus. Obviously, we were waiting a week extra because of the way that the dates fell. The first Tuesday is next week, or this week if you're listening to this podcast when you can, which you are, if you are. Anyway, PS Plus, PS4. But bearing in mind this is your last free PS3 games and PS Vita games, so they've really gone for it in that department. The PS4 titles this month will be in March will be Bloodborne and Ratchet and Clank. Buddy, what do you think of that?
I mean, yeah, they are good games. Unfortunately, I have both of them.
Indeed, yeah.
But hey, that will happen.
That can happen. Bloodborne obviously is a fantastic game.
Obviously, yeah. Sorry, I'm just checking my email that I got from Sony about the Vita games and the PS3 games next year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, next year, 2019. Unless are we in 2019?
No,
yeah, 2019.
That's really weird. I think some websites have been misreporting today then.
Dick bags. It says PS3 or PlayStation Vita titles will be included in the PlayStation Plus monthly games allocation until the 8th of March 2019.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, fair enough.
You heard it here last.
You heard it here last. Yeah. Okay. Oh, apologies, buddies. That's cool then. Fuss about nothing.
I don't care now.
Will it be more acceptable next year?
I would have forgotten about it.
I guess so.
Yeah, I mean, they've supported the PS3 for a lot longer than I thought they would, to be honest.
Gibbons.
If they're going to do it for them.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, back
Looks
to
like
you.
I missed that. Some publications also missed that. Just found a couple of stories online that don't mention it's next year, and a couple that do. So other people also weren't paying attention. So yeah, PS4 Bloodborne, Ratchet and Clank. Bloodborne's an awesome game, and I would expect anyone who wanted to play it would have it, but that you can't really use that as a
exactly. You can't really use that because it's quite a niche-ish game. You know, it's one of those things that people might be like, no, I just don't fancy that. But now they're gonna have the opportunity to play this awesome game and probably hate it because it's really tough, and they won't understand how to play it because all they play is Call of Duty and FIFA.
There you go. Yeah, I got halfway through this game and met these little monk-like fuckers that completely decimated me over and over again and never went back.
That will happen.
I suppose I should have got good, but I didn't, buddy. Either way,
good.
It's an awesome game. Ratchet and Clank is a cool game.
Cool.
I like it. It's
a good one for the kids. That one.
Yeah. I'd quite like to go through that, to be honest, but I probably never will.
No, I doubt I will. But
it's a good game.
My kids have gone through it and really enjoyed it. It's cool, and it looks gorgeous as well. Very pleasant on the eyes.
That was the thing that I really noticed about it when I played the demo of it in game like a year and a half ago. Was graphically unbelievably beautiful,
and it ran really well.
Yeah, just absolutely solid as bisque. So there we go. Those are two very good games. That's comfortably the best PS4 lineup that we've had. You could argue the Rocket League beats out all competition, but no one really knew that was going to be such a successful game, so it's kind of cheating. But yeah, PS3 games, horse shit. You got Legend of K, which is wank.
All bags.
And Mighty Number 9, which is cross-buy on PS4, and so are the others, by the way. Mighty Number 9 is apparently a very bad game. So, yeah. That's not good. So, yeah, PS3 shite. PS Vita, we've got Claire Extended Cut, which is a sort of anime 2D-ish sort of horror game. Looks quite interesting, actually.
I was just about to look it up, but then you said what it was. I'm like, nope.
Not really your jam.
I don't think
for the Switch, that sort of game. But
probably, but it's on the Vita.
More excitingly, buddy, I don't know if you have already, but have you done any looking at Bombing Busters?
Bombing what?
This is the other PS Vita game.
Holy shit!
What's that look like?
That's fucking Bomberman, son.
That is Bomberman.
Yes! This is another one for the missus to get involved in with. Get in. This has come at the perfect time where Overcooked is dying its death. Now we have Bomberman to crack on with. Oh, this has made my night. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, yes.
There you go.
Oh, and I bet it hasn't got online. I bet it's local only.
I just don't know.
It's got to have online, surely.
Let me find out. Hang on.
Yeah, it does. 4 players offline or 8 players online.
There you go.
There you go.
£5.70 on the PlayStation Store. We'll try that out. Why not?
We'll just buy it now, mate.
Just buy it now.
We're getting there.
Fuck
get them reviews in before it comes out on the Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good shout.
Yeah.
I'm good with money, me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that looks really cool. I'm excited about that. Play some fucking Bomberman. Yeah.
Okay, well, there's your PS Plus anyway. Fine. We'll move on. Next, Bravo Team is coming to PSVR this week. Buddy. Bravo Team.
Bro, it's shooting dudes.
It's a co-op first-person shooter.
Co-op VR.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Local.
Online. Yeah, you have to have 2 VR headsets.
You gotta have 2 PlayStations, LAN it, 2
Yep.
VR headsets, 4 wands, 2
The only way to play.
You can't even play it single player. No,
Incidentally,
Yeah.
there is something to do with the way that the Move controllers. I don't know how to describe it. There's a handshake, basically, when you plug the Move controllers in
Yeah,
to
up your bum?
initialize charging.
Okay.
So you can't charge
You have to
them.
wank it off, get a bit excited.
You can only charge them if they're plugged into a console.
Oh, really? You can't plug it into the wall or anything?
No.
That's weird.
And there's only 2 USBs on
yep.
PS4, and one of
You're
them's
fucked.
used by the VR.
Well,
So then you've only got one port to charge your 2 Move controllers. Long story short, buddy, I've bought a little charging Move controller dock thing.
oh, it's got a dock.
It's coming tomorrow. It was $10.99.
Oh.
Plugs into the USB slot, and then you just sit the Move controllers in it, and they
That'll
both
do.
charge.
Easy.
Pretty dumb though. Like I bought that USB hub with the 5 ports. Doesn't work. Just doesn't work.
fuckers. That's not good.
But yeah, Bravo Team looks interesting, and I think Mel Gibson's soul will agree with me here, buddy, when I say that anything that comes out on PSVR when you have one, you're immediately like, I'm going to give this a chance. This looks really interesting, because you know there just aren't that many games, so you can't really you can't really
be
not pay
picky.
attention.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
Just got to go for it. Yeah.
What else we got? Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition. I don't really care about that.
Yeah, just delete it, mate. Fuck it.
Frantics on PS4 is a what's it called? Playlink. It's a Playlink game.
I love Playlink.
Yeah, Playlink, mate.
Ah, God. No.
This looks like a series of mini games that you use your controller. You use your phone. I saw some video of some dude like steering a little buggy around by using his phone's gyro.
Yeah, I'm
like,
looking
holding
at it
like
now. He's doing stuff with his. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great. Use
I
your
haven't
phone's
played it,
gu-
buddy,
Ah.
but I suspect that's 100% shit. But we'll
This
see.
looks-
We'll see. We'll
Just-
see when that comes out.
Fuck off. Just no. You haven't got to innovate that stuff with your phone. It works with like a quiz game. That makes sense. Or you've got to pick a question, which is the opposite of a quiz game. You don't
Or
answer it,
drawing.
or drawing. Yeah, where you need a screen.
But don't start be doing controllery
No,
stuff with the
you've
phone.
got fucking
We've got
controllers, which have been made for controlling.
for controlling games. Yes,
Ah.
fair point. Doesn't look like it supports more than 4 players either, so it's literally pointless.
I only saw 3 people playing it.
We'll see on that one. We'll certainly be really
there is 4
excited and looking
people.
forward.
No, you're right. I wonder
also
if
this
my
week-
old Nokia 3310 will work.
Get it involved, mate. Get it involved.
Yeah.
Also, this week we've got Scribblenauts Showdown on the Switch, PS4, and Xbox One, and Fear Effect Sedna.
Both games I had know nothing about and couldn't care less.
Well, Scribblenauts Showdown is a Scribblenauts game, buddy.
Yeah, and therefore I couldn't care less.
I quite liked the idea of Scribblenauts, if I'm honest.
Yeah, no.
You're not
Wow.
going along with me there.
It's not something I'm going to be like, that was amazing.
Scribblenauts Showdown's kind of like a Mario Party sort of thing. Fear Effect Sedna, I have to confess I haven't actually looked up. I just presumed it was one of these JRPGs that I don't know anything about.
That
It's an
sounds
upcoming indie
right.
role-playing game developed by Sushi and published by Forever Entertainment under the Square Enix Collective. Okay.
We'll see how that goes.
Okay. Looks like a sort of XCOM-esque RPG. That could be quite interesting, actually. Bit ropey on the old
Maybe.
graphics, though.
Oh, I love
Either
a bit
way.
of jank.
This section's gone on for far too long, so I'm gonna move us along. That is out this week, buddies.
That's out this week.
And now it's time for Fuckwit Corner.
Backward corner with funk. Backward corner with funk. He's got some questions.
he got any questions, buddy?
It's got a little something for us this week. Funk says this. Yeah! With the announcement of PS3 and Vita games getting dropped from PS Plus, does that mean we will see some good shit, or will it remain the total fucking waste of time it has always been?
Don't fucking waste time. Oh, yeah. Of course.
Yeah, as we said before, I don't know how it works. They've never really discussed whether there's like an operating budget for this and whether cutting old games would allow them to invest more on newer games. I don't know if it works like that or not. I suspect not. Surely they can do what they fucking want, but I don't know. It depends. It kind of comes down to all this contractual stuff, doesn't it, with the developers and the publishers. I suppose it probably is quite difficult to hash out these deals a lot of the time.
More than likely.
Don't really know.
It's still going to be wank. Hands down.
I mean, this is a good month, and I suppose we'll see over the coming months.
The only issue is when it's a good month, we normally have the games already because they were good games, so we bought them. So, what do we want? Do we want good games that we already bought? Games. Or do we want... Yeah, that's the thing. We want those games that we're like, oh, I want to buy that, but I don't.
We want mediocre games.
Like, Assassin's Creed games, chuck them at me. I'll have that.
Or we want games that are genres that we don't give a fuck about. So
wrestling.
That we can try them out. Like,
I want a wrestling game.
I'd play wrestling if it was
Throw me a
free.
friggin' bone. Give me a wrestling game.
Yeah.
Snowboard. Give me fucking whatever that snowboarding shitty. Steep. Yeah, throw Steep at me. I would fucking... that would be amazing.
Mate, their Incredible Winter Olympics add-on came out just at Christmas. That's probably going to be a service.
This is
a Ubisoft game
that
as a
needs
service.
a tag of whatever it is from the ESBR. I'm sorry, it needs it because it's got online content on it. You know,
yeah,
or downloadable, purchaseable content.
Purchaseable content. Yeah.
What's the world coming to these days?
Load of old shit. So yeah, in conclusion, probably still be wank. He also says this: with PES multiplayer hanging in the balance, for me at least, what will we fill our nights with in the near future? We still have a few ways to try and make the game fun, but it's been doing a good job of driving me away lately, which is such a shame. PES is kind of the chill-out game, not tense like Wild Pants, not manic like Titanfall. What other games can fill that hole? Giggity. So yeah, I didn't mention it before because I can't imagine why anyone who listens to this podcast would want to hear me talking about PES ever again, frankly.
That's true.
We've been playing that My Club mode, and we've got to the stage where we're having a hell of a lot of just shit times, like bad games and stuff, and it feels as though there's some element of scripting going on with the teams that have got the highest statted players. Like, we've got our team up to sort of an average rating across the board of like 86 now, something like that. We're still coming across these teams that have got front threes with players who are like 95s, and it's just such a miserable experience playing them. And we just wonder, considering all the hoops you have to jump through for renewing contracts and earning currency and stuff, like, it's just not fun.
You should just throw some money at them, mate.
Yeah.
Just saying, just chuck some money at them and then you'll have more fun.
Yeah, it's a good idea. That's what we should do. Yeah. I don't know the answer to this. I was going to ask you for suggestions, buddy, because as Funk says, like we've been using PES as our sort of just fun game to play while we're shooting the shit. Like, we don't. Wild Pants is a very different experience. You've got to there's huge periods of silence. You've got to be kind of on it and tense, and then you've got Titanfall that's like run and gun, like frantic, sort of in no way relaxing whatsoever. And that's the thing about PES, is you can kind of autopilot it to a degree and just relax. But I don't know what we play instead of that, really. If we don't play it, it's hard to know. It's
a tough question. Some sort of relaxing game, pure pool, mate. Just play that all night.
Yeah. Well, certainly other sports games could be an idea.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. I mean, it gets you into that mindset of like, I haven't really got to think about anything. It's just playing a sports game kind of thing. Like, not like saying you haven't got to think, like, but you know, you get into the motion of.
You can relax.
Yeah, you can just be like, right, this is football. This is how football is played. I can play football, kind of thing.
We had some good fun on NHL, didn't we? That was.
It's very fast paced, though. It's kind of.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you could look at like big old like RPGs or whatever. Like I'll put Monster Hunter out in there, but you know, it's not that kind of relaxing game. Like I find it like just relaxing because I'm just like mooching about, picking stuff up, and then I'm beating up like big monsters and stuff, and then going back, leveling up my shit, go on another hunt. Off I go, tootle on. But it's not that kind of repetitive kind of, you know, you can zone out kind of game. You've obviously got to be on the ball kind of thinking, right, I'm searching for this, I need to upgrade this tree, and then I need to go here and do that. And I don't know, it's a tough one, buddy. But yeah, sports games probably what you're going down, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I mean, if they hadn't screwed the pooch so badly with the Tiger Woods franchise,
yeah, that's another one.
That
would
have been. We'd be talking about, you know, I mean, that Rory McIlroy's shite. That game,
it's so bad.
And again, we'd probably play some arcade racing as well if we didn't have the wheels. But because we've got the wheels,
what's the point of racing without a wheel?
Exactly.
Yeah, totally.
And it's not really relaxing and chill out to get your wheel out and be using that either. So it really comes down to sports games, I think. It's a shame that MLB The Show doesn't have some better online game modes, because I'd probably chuck that in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really tough. I mean, I love PES. It's just a real flawed gem.
I mean, if you're looking at it, there's always like co-op Wild Pants. You haven't got to play it online.
That's true.
Just mooch about in that place, just shooting dudes.
That's kind of like playing the computer on PES after you've had the taste of the excitement of Ghost War. It's like, I don't know that you'd want to do that necessarily.
So you want like you want a versus game that's relaxing kind of thing.
A co-op versus game that's relaxing.
That's a tough one.
I think Funk just needs to get a VR headset. That's probably what needs to happen.
I always find like playing versus game like way more intense. Like even like I've noticed like the past like few game nights now that we're like doing 2s on 2s and 3 on 3s, like I'm getting a lot more stressed out during a game night. I'm not relaxing as I used to when we used to just like team up as like a 4 or 5 and batter the computer. And I don't know, like I'm not a massive fan of that kind of thing. Like it was always like with Destiny, it's like I didn't mind playing Crucible. I enjoyed it, but like I knew when there was a time to play it, and that's when I was like, oh fucking right, I'm on it. I'm ready to go for this kind of thing. I can take the punishment and I can dish it out kind of thing. But like playing all like the strikes and stuff like that, and like it was just nice and relaxing. Like you'd just be running through, doing what you're doing, like going through the same motions, but you know, like you'd mix it up with like different weapons, or like you'd go as whatever character you are this time. So it's just, I don't know, like I don't find competitive play very relaxing at all in any way, shape or form, really, to be honest.
No, that's it. It's a different kind of experience, isn't it? Yeah. So no, it's a tricky one. I mean, the only one really that springs to mind, and it's not especially relaxing, but it kind of ticks most of the boxes, is probably Rocket League, if I'm honest. I think Rocket League.
Yeah, totally. You just have fun with that, can't you? You
not
can just
a bad
dick about.
Shout. You can play it as a 3.
That's probably the best shout that I can. Yeah, definitely.
Might be worth firing that thing back up. I mean, there's so much content there now.
I mean, that's your arcade racy as well. Yeah, and sports in one.
Ticks all the boxes. Might be worth a go. The good question though, Funk, because obviously, really interesting, like hard to answer as well.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough one.
So thanks for that, Funk.
Cheers, buddy.
Every week we end the show with questions and comments sent in by you. If you've got anything for us, just pop an email to the jfgpodcast@gmail.com or contact us on Facebook, Twitter, or at justforgamers.co.uk. And now it's time for JfG Street Beat.
You got a question we wanna know. Street Beat. Facebook, Twitter, we're on them all. So hit us up and be on the show. Street Beat. The JfG Street Beat.
Street Beat.
We wanna know.
Get on the show.
Get on the show indeed, buddy. And we got a few people on the show this week. We got quite a bit going on, I have to say.
There's multiple things going on here, mate. Non-stop.
So, kick things off with The Art of Mel Gibson's Soul, buddy. And
Tomsk.
Can you talk me through this?
It's a picture. I believe it's GTA. GTA
Right.
5. And it's snowing.
Yeah.
And there's like an off-road vehicle and two gentlemen that look like they're about to get run over.
Okay.
They look very scared. Ethnicity-wise, they're black.
They're
And,
black people.
I believe there's an American flag on the side of the picture.
Right.
I don't know what he's trying
It's
to
like
tell
a
us
Trump
here.
advert, then, is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
it could well be.
Physically stamping out the minority.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of words behind this picture. That's what I'd say.
It's compelling and thought-provoking is what it is. And
It is, it's cutting edge.
It's beautiful. It's a real commentary, a social commentary. And
Indeed.
if you want to see that, buddies, then you believe it or not, you absolutely can. You can head over to our PS4 community, the JfG podcast, and see it there. It will be right there for you. You can see it. Just join up. Join up and you
Get
can
in
see.
there. You can see the pictures.
It's another stonker from Mel. He always evokes intense feeling among us, and this is no exception, of course. So thanks very much for that, Mel. Next, we got one from PJ. He says this. I have not picked up my Vita for over a year, but it still annoys me that they're going to be cutting it from the PS Plus. If they had put decent games out, I would have picked it back up, but there's been nothing.
Yep.
That's pretty reasonable.
There's been there are no games on that platform. Like I look at it on a vaguely regular basis, pretty much once a month, and be like, oh, Vita games, and I'm like, still shit.
Yeah, every time we go into CEX, we find the Vita section and have a quick look at what they've got. But the reason that they're not putting out good PS Plus games for Vita is they didn't make any.
Yeah, that's why there aren't
aren't any.
There's like 5. And
they stopped supporting that platform almost as soon as they released it.
It's crazy.
Which is insanely disappointing because it is a fantastic little handheld. But now the Switch has come out and it's just utterly irrelevant.
I don't even know where my Vita is right now. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I mean, I picked one up for the missus and she got a couple of years good use out of it commuting back and forth from London.
Yeah.
It's in a drawer somewhere now, I'd imagine, and I fucking don't blame her.
No, that will happen.
There we go.
Fucking, get a Switch though, mate. That's what Dizzle needs.
He needs a Switch.
He needs a Switch for that commute now.
That's probably not a bad shout, to be honest.
He needs that, mate. He needs it.
If PJ was picking up a Switch, which would be the 5 games you would suggest he should buy?
Mario Odyssey, Zelda, Mario Kart. That's it. You only need 3.
There you go.
That'll keep you busy.
Possibly
probably
worrying.
Rabbids, Mario Rabbids, whatever it is, the XCOM thing. And I keep looking at Splatoon going like, oh, that looks cool. That's interesting. I like the look
Different,
of that.
isn't it?
Maybe
worth a
start.
go.
Yeah, I'm fucking chucking Stardew Valley in there because that's a big fucking game. You get stuck in
Yeah, that's
that.
very cool.
Yeah, there you go. There's 5. Nailed it.
Beautiful stuff. PJ also says, Alex, would you use VR on a game night when the rest of us are playing normal style? Obviously you wouldn't if it was advantageous, but interested if the immersion has you hooked enough.
I totally would if it was an advantage. Fuck you guys.
I don't know. Does he mean if it was VR supported?
Yeah, so like if we were playing like Project Cars and you could play it in VR where we can play it normal, would you play it in VR?
Yes.
Of course, yeah.
100%.
So if we were playing PES first person view, and you can play it in VR, would you?
If there was, regardless of what game it was, if I could play it in VR and it wasn't giving me an advantage, then I would. Yes. But what
even
I would
including like the heavy amount of booze intake that always happens on a Friday.
It would depend on the game in that respect.
Yeah,
that's the thing that would be the kicker. And also, I think the longest session I've had so far with the headset on is maybe 2 hours.
Yeah,
and quite how you'd feel after wearing it for 6. Because normally a game night, I mean. Yeah. We're underway by 8 o'clock and probably on till 1:30.
Yeah,
so
1:30, yeah.
I don't know how that would go. But yeah,
Pretty
absolutely would.
Sweaty.
The only intensely disappointing... Oh yeah, by the way, that's been a constant problem. Every time I come in to the house from like going out somewhere, if I walk the shops or something, I come in and I'm just too warm, and I just steam the fucking... For the next 25 minutes, I'm just steaming the fucking thing out to keep taking it off.
You got to go for a cool down, yeah.
Yeah, you need to regulate your body temperature, buddies, before you can put that thing on, because it does steam up otherwise.
Yeah,
bit of an issue. But yeah, absolutely would 100%. If everything that I've played in VR, like, I would consider better than normal games. There just aren't those games available for it, and that's the problem. Like, if there were giant AAA titles coming out with 15-hour campaigns, then they would be best in VR. They just would. So, but that content just isn't necessarily there. Doesn't work with all different genres, and that's a problem. But yeah, absolutely. If you had the opportunity to, then you would definitely.
Nice.
So thanks very much for that, PJ. We got a little bit of stuff from friend of the podcast, Dan, competition winner Dan, buddy.
Competition winner Dan, yeah.
Got in touch with us this week on our website via the old Street Beat page.
Yeah, you got stuck in on Street Beat, mate.
Yeah. Dan came in, was it last week, and said...
Yeah, last week he had issues with his PS4. The optical disk drive had fucking broken, and he was asking if he should get a Slim or a Pro, and we said get the Pro, because that means you spend more money. That was my incentive behind it, I think. No, obviously we suggested it because, this late in the game, it's just gonna be better. More games are supported for it. The super sampling mode that I'm not allowed to talk about, but can because it's on the internet everywhere. It does a lot of work, and also the boost mode that they introduced. God, no, how long was it? 6 months ago, must be around about that now. Obviously, that was a big that was a big update as well. So yeah, totally worth getting now, I think.
Absolutely, so, and friend of the podcast Dan agrees. He says, just a quick thank you for steering me towards the PS4 Pro. Horizon Zero Dawn looks mind-boggling, and even older games like Blops and Wipeout look staggering now.
Yeah, cool.
You're welcome, buddy, and really glad that you're getting on well with that. He also says this, PSVR. I have totally got the bug now. I can't stop thinking about it. Just banged through the demos. Shark attacked me, stabbed up in Res 7, and Eve. Fuck. Nearly bought one several times now. Not sure it's a smart move, but I've fully reverted to childlike need. Tard Town.
I love it when you're like, no, I just need to get it. I've got to get this thing.
I'll buy it. I'll justify it any fucking way I can.
I don't care what the means of me getting this thing. Like, I want this in my life now, and I need it. Like, and it's going from that stage of wanting to like, no, I need this now. That's the best. It's just like, no, I need it. That's
awesome. What happened to me. I never really kicked that experience that I had at Rezzed. I was thinking about it for the following, 2 fucking years. And, yeah, I saw an opportunity and I had to, just had to have it.
Thought, fuck it, now's the time to spunk a big wad of cash on this thing. And, get fucking fully stuck in. And, buddy, you have got fully stuck in, I must say.
I really have.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Yeah, you can't really accuse me of being conservative on the old trying out of the games.
Yeah.
The shark attack demo thingy is on the PSVR Worlds, by the way. Resi 7 is the best VR game. And Eve Valkyrie, fuck me. That really surprised me as well, how good that is. It feels really good controlling that. Graphically lovely, and just feels like the old... used to play like X-Wing, like back in the day, and it's got that feel to it, but to be able to look around and stuff, it's something very, very special.
Gibbons.
Yeah, I mean, you what can you say, really? Like, I can't sort of... I suppose I don't know whether to recommend buying one or not. It's very early doors with me, and that's the thing that I need to remember, and you probably need to as well, is that, you know, we've had Mel on here talking about VR in the past, and he's said, like, he lost interest because of the lack of software over an extended period of time. Now, there's every chance that may happen to me.
Yeah, it still could happen. Yeah. And
the hope is that this year enough stuff comes out that won't happen. It's quite amazing. That's the thing. I don't even need to say. Yeah, you know, you've tried it.
Yeah.
It's quite amazing technology. Regardless of the support, it's something. And it does appeal to that childlike sort of thing. I said to you,
like JJ was in the Discord this week, and he sent you a message asking if we talked about the X-Wing VR thingy in Battlefield 1 yet, and if so, do I need to go and buy a headset today?
Yeah, I need you to send me Battlefront.
Okay, it's not installed.
It's not installed, and it's not in my list, and I've been signed out of your account. So it'd be easier than me typing in your like 50 character password.
Oh yeah,
if you could just ping me Battlefront when we finished. I've downloaded the X-Wing experience, but I haven't got the game installed yet. But I'll talk about that next week. Definitely will.
Sweet.
Finally, from Dan, he says this: never really got the hate for Knack. You guys have always dissed it, but I've been playing through it with my boy, and it's been a cracking time. It's been a gateway drug for him. Fun game mechanics, fluid gameplay, very child-friendly without being boring. Even bought the second one, which he's smashing through. Why all the hate?
It just started off as being funny because it was just that kind of joke game that came out on the PS4. And
the problem was it was a launch title.
Yeah.
I still haven't.
Yeah, totally didn't it as well? But no, I never played. I still haven't played Knack. So to be honest, it's just funny to diss on it because it's always been that whole, it's going to be PS Plus game for 4 years or whatever now, and it's just become an ongoing joke. So no, I haven't played it, and yeah, it's one of those games that I think I'm going to have to play with my son as well, or like my daughter or something. And yeah, I'm sure it's a good fun co-op game.
Yeah. The hate is because it's shite. It's rubbish. That is rubbish for adults. And it was a launch title that if you launch a new console and you've got you launch it with 4 games and one of them is Knack, that's going to be detrimental for Knack.
It's not a good look.
If that comes out 2 years after launch just as another game, then yeah. And it didn't review particularly badly. It was just, fairly uninspired and not very interesting. And it works well. I mean, there's some really weird difficulty spikes in that thing if you're playing it on normal.
Yeah.
Horrifying little spikes. Yeah, it's a throwback platformer. It's a 7 out of 10 game, but obviously you're going to get way more out of it if you've got a young one to play it with. It's perfectly set up for that. But it wasn't necessarily sold in that fashion when it launched, and I think that was kind of detrimental to it as well. It certainly wasn't focused specifically towards children. It was a launch title, one of 4, and it's always going to be disappointing as a launch title, buddy. So there you go. I probably will end up playing through it with the missus, to be honest. I haven't got massive beef towards it, and yeah, it was like a very long-running joke that it was going to be PS Plus. And now it's been PS Plus several weeks. It's been installed on my system now. I've played it for all of 25 minutes. So
I don't even think I've loaded it up. It's just one of those things I just haven't got around to doing.
Probably just eventually delete it, and that'll be
probably
that.
just.
But we're glad that you're enjoying it, friend of the podcast, Dan.
Yeah, man.
And your little one as well. That's good stuff. So thank you very much to everyone who contributed there, buddy. I think that'll about do us, buddy, for episode 152 of the podcast.
Yeah, mate.
Shit the bed, flying along. Yeah. Well, it's been cheeky. It's been a good one this week, I think.
Yeah, it's had all of the things in it, I'd say.
There's been things and other things and stuff. What are we going to play now?
I don't know. Probably Pez, I'm guessing, but we'll see.
Yeah, I suppose it depends who's on. If no one's on, then we should see if we can play that golf thing with me in VR and
that sounds like fun.
That'd be
give
funny.
That a go. Yeah, man.
Give that
Definitely.
Beautiful stuff. Well, we'll find something. And it'll be cheeky. Cool. Well, thanks so much for listening, everyone. Here begins a list of places we are. So you can find us at www.thejfgpodcast.co.uk. Head over there and pop onto our Street Beat or our newly working contact page if you want to get in touch with us, buddies, and get on the show.
Works.
We want to know. Get on the show. We want to know. We're also on all them social medias, Facebook.com/the JfG Podcast. Our Twitter handle is at the JfG Podcast. We're also on SoundCloud/Just for Gamers for some reason. I don't know why you'd go there. Certainly, in fact, I implore you not to. We're on the video streaming sites like YouTube, twitch.tv/the JfG Podcast, and mixer.com, aka beam.fucking-pro. We're on there as well. Come and join our PS4 community, buddies. Come and join our PS4 community, the JfG Podcast, on your PS4. You can get that on your app as well. And check out the art of Mel Gibson's soul. Maybe post some pictures of Allseas. It's up to you. Entirely up to you. And we are also on Google Plus, if that is how you choose to live your life. Thanks so much for listening, buddies. It's been a pleasure, as always. We'll be back next week, probably talking about some VR games, I'd imagine, buddy. That sort of thing, you know.
Standard.
Yeah.
That's what we do these days.
Gibbons. Until then, I've been Alex, he's been Ash.
Goodbye.
Farewell. You've been listening to the JfG Podcast with Ash and me, Alex. To find out more, head to www.justforgamers.co.uk, Facebook.com/the JfG Podcast, or Twitter, where we are at the JfG Podcast. Episodes go live every Sunday, and if you could pop onto iTunes and write us a quick review, we would love every inch of you, even if you got old and fat. Thanks so much for listening, and we will catch you next time.